guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we are focusing on Module 3, Lesson 28, where we are going to continue dividing. However, this time our dividend is in the hundreds place. But it's the same thing, y'all. We're still going to be dividing, multiplying, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. I also included your facts based off of your divisor, which could make it a little bit easier as you guys are going through lesson 28. Let's go ahead and do this problem together. 856 divided by 2. I know that when I am dividing, I'm first going to start with my largest place value. In other words, I'm asking myself, how many times does 2 go into 8? Do you think you know how many times 2 goes into 8? If you don't know how many times 2 goes into 8, use your facts. Ask yourself, what can you multiply 2 by that gets you closest to 8 without going over 8? If you said 4, you're absolutely correct. 2 goes into 8 4 times. After I divide, I need to multiply. When I'm multiplying the number at the top times my divisor. What's 4 times 2? Yeah, it's 8. Now it's time to subtract. Let's go ahead and look at our two numbers that we are subtracting. You'll know which numbers you're subtracting because you'll see a subtraction symbol next to those two numbers. 8 minus 8. Yeah, 0. Next is bring it down. You'll notice there's an arrow pointing from the number that you're going to bring down. So we're going to bring down 5. This number right here represents our first new number. I know this because if I look over where it says my first new number is blank, I see a green box and I see a turquoise box. In my green box, I have a 0, and in my turquoise box, I have a 5. So my first new number is 5. My new number tells me what I have to divide next, because it's now time to bring it on back. So now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 5? What do you think? Pause the video if you need to use your facts. If you said 2 goes into 5 2 times, you're absolutely correct. I know this because if I multiply 2 times 3, I get 6, which is bigger than 5. I cannot go over 5. Next is multiply. What number did we just put at the top? Yeah, 2. And what's our divisor? 2. So we're multiplying 2 times 2. What do we get? Good job. Yeah, we get 4. Now let's go ahead and subtract. We're going to put our difference in our green box. 5 minus 4. Yeah, 1. And what number are we going to bring down? 6. So we just found our second new number. In my green box, I have a 1. In my turquoise box, I have a 6. So my second new number is 16. Remind me, my new number tells me what I have to... If you said divide, you are absolutely correct. It tells me what I have to divide. So I'm asking myself, how many times does 2 go into 16? How many times? Pause the video if you need help with your facts. If you said 2 goes into 16 8 times, you are absolutely correct. I know this because if I look at my facts, 2 times 8 equals 16, exactly 16. So 2 goes into 16 8 times. Now let's multiply. What number did I just put at the top? Yeah, 8. And what's my divisor? 2. So what's 8 times 2? Yeah, 16. Let's go ahead and fill that in our multiply box. And our last step is to subtract. 16 minus 16, what's my difference? Yeah, absolutely, 0. So my quotient is 428. My divisor is 2. And we're going to multiply these two numbers together and add our remainder of 0 to see if we get our total, 856. Go ahead and pause the video. I want you to multiply 428 times 2. Tell me what you get. If you got 856, you are absolutely correct. And we know that 856 plus 0 is still 856. Let's try another one. In this problem, we have 574 divided by 2. Here we go. First step is to divide. 2 goes into 5 how many times? I'll scroll up so that you can see all of your facts. If you said 2 times, you're absolutely correct. Y'all, if you multiply 2 times 3, you get 6, which is bigger than 5. So 2 only goes into 5 2 times. Now we're going to multiply. When we're multiplying, we're going to put our product in the purple box. What number did we just put at the top? Yeah, 2. And what's my divisor? Yeah, 2. So we're multiplying 2 times 2. What do we get? Yeah, 4. After multiply comes subtract in our green box. 5 minus 4, what do we get? Good, 1. And bring it on down. What number are we going to bring down? Hint, there's an arrow pointing from the number that we have to bring down. 7. We just found our first new number. In my green box, what number did I have? Right here. Yeah, a 1. And in my turquoise box, what number did I have? Yeah, a 7. So what's my first new number? 17. So now we're going to use our new number to divide because our new number tells us what we have to divide. I'm going to keep saying this the entire video. So now we're asking ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 17? Pause the video and look at your facts if you need to. If you said 2 goes into 17 8 times, you're absolutely correct. I know this because 2 times 9 equals 18, which is bigger than 17. I just divided. So what color box am I going to put my 8 in? Yeah, it's going to go in my not my purple box. It's going to go in my orange box. 2 goes into 17 8 times. Now it's time to multiply. What number did we just put at the top? Yeah, 8. And what's our divisor? 2. So we're multiplying 2 times 8. What do we get? Yeah, 16. Let's go ahead and fill that in our multiply box and prepare to subtract. 17 minus 16. What do you get? What's my difference? Yeah, 1 is my difference between 17 and 16. And what number am I going to bring down? Good, 4. I just found my second new number. What number is in my green box? 1. And what number is in my turquoise box? 4. So what's my second new number? 14. Remember, our new number tells us what we have to divide. So now we're asking ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 14? Pause the video to figure out how many times 2 goes into 14. If you said 2 goes into 14 7 times, you are absolutely correct. I know this because if I multiply 2 times 8, I get 16, which is bigger than 14. So now let's multiply. What number did we just put at the top? Yeah, 7. And what's our divisor? 2. So let's multiply 2 times 7. What do you get? Good, 14. After we multiply, our last step is to subtract. 14 minus 14, what do we get? Good, 0. So our quotient is 287. Our divisor is 2. Our remainder is 0. And we know that when we are done checking our work, we need to get 574 as our answer. Go ahead and pause the video. I want you to multiply 287 times 2. Friends, did you get 574 when you multiplied those two numbers? Me too. And then when you added 0 more, you still get 574. Let's do one more. For this one, I actually want you to pause the video, grab your paper and pencil, and I want you to do this problem on your own. When you are done, unpause the video and watch Ms. Turner to see how she did the problem so that you can see if you got the answer correct. All right? All right, friends. As of now, you should have done this problem on your own. Ms. Turner is going to share her screen to show you how she solved the problem. Check your work. 3 goes into 8. Did you say one time? How many times does 3 go into 8 then? What did you say? Yeah, good job. It goes in 2 times because 3 times 2 equals 6, but 3 times 3 equals 9, which is bigger than 8. Then you multiply. 2 times 3. Did you get 6? If you didn't, make sure you're fixing it on your paper. Then you subtract 8 minus 6. Did you get 2? If you got 2, way to go. Then you bring it down. Did you bring down 6? Oh, easy peasy. That bring down is my favorite part because it's super, super easy peasy. So your first new number should have been 26. Did you get 26 as your first new number? If you didn't, make sure you're fixing it on your paper. Remind me, our new number tells us what we have to, divide. So now 3 goes into 26. How many times? What did you say? Me too. 3 goes into 26 8 times. Because if you multiply 3 times 9, you get 27, which is bigger than 26. Then you multiply. 8 times 3. What'd you get? Yeah, 24. Then you should have subtracted 26 minus 24. Yeah, 2. And then you should have brought down your 1. Your second new number should have been 21. Your new number tells us what we have to divide. 3 goes into 21. How many times? Did you say 7? If you did, you're absolutely correct. Then multiply. 7 times 3. You should have gotten 21. And then last step is to subtract again. 21 minus 21. You should have gotten 0 as your remainder. Your quotient should have been 287. Your divisor is 3. Your remainder is 0. And when you multiply 287 times 3, you should have gotten 861. Plus another 0 would have left you with 861. If you did not get that problem correct on your own, you need to make sure you're going back to the beginning of the video with your paper and pencil and doing every single problem with Miss Turner. Until next time, you guys, see you later.